So Southwick 2025 in MxBikes, and it is probably the most fun track in my opinion. And I thought I'd just point out some interesting things I found in the race. The races are streamed by Cupcake, and I'll link his Twitch in the description if you want to watch the other races. So yeah, the track was really fun in my opinion. Probably a little too easy. Like, I hoped it was a little bit rougher, and so you kind of had to jump some bumps and stuff like that. And and I thought it was just a little too easy because you didn't do a lot of mistakes. So it was kind of hard to gain time, and we didn't really have a lot of erode either. So the track didn't get too difficult even with erode. So yeah, in my opinion, the track should have been a little bit rougher, but that's just my opinion. So I thought we just start with going through the start by the 450s, and gonna go through the 450 Moto 1 and then 250 Moto 2 because that's the races that are streamed because the races are not staggered, they are done at the same time. So the start in 450 was rather chaotic in my opinion. You can see this is bikes flying all over the place, and that's just kind of how the starts go in this game. Both with the purpose of physics, but also like some people just doesn't slow down. And to be honest, it is kind of hard to like see and be aware of people around you because of the game. So moving on a little bit further into the race, we are 10 minutes left, and I thought first of all, a really nice line by TJ, just cutting down straight here. But the thing I want to point out is right here. You can see TJ is going on the left side here, and then he's cutting over to the right to get a better angle through to the corner here. He's basically just taking it wide, and then he can carry more speed and hit this corner faster. And you can see Linz does that as well. And then these people are actually cutting out of the corner. They are cutting out right here because the corner naturally goes out here, but they are cutting out early to get a better entry into the next corner. And the next line I want to point out is just after that corner, and it's going up this hill, and you can see Linz just sends it to the moon, and that's because he wants to get over all these bumps. So you can see it's quite bumpy here, so if you send it and jump as far as possible, you basically just jump over all the bumps and you land in the smooth bits. So that's just some small things that the pros does that you might not think about. So here is another line that I saw the pros using. So the thing they are doing, they are basically going to the edge of the track right here, so they can have traction throughout this whole section. So they're basically riding the edge of the track here, instead of going into the middle, because then they have to hit this bump. So they're basically just going to the side and smoothing the track out, and having more traction and just going faster. And that's just another of those small details that the pros are so good at using. So moving on to 250s, Moto 2, and the first thing is there is a lot of TMs now. You can see all these blue bikes right here, that's the TMs. They are not Yamahas. So basically the TM is a little bit overpowered in my opinion, because it just got so much power and grip if you use the standard mapping, and the TM has become quite popular when a lot of people have made videos on that and stuff like that. The downside to the TMs is that they don't handle too well in the rough, and I don't like how they handle in general, but I have gotten setups and kind of set up the bike to its where it's working to kind of ride around. So I don't know if they should ban it. They banned the beta, but I think the difference is that the TM is not handling as well as the other bikes, even though it has way more power, and you can probably hit faster laps on the TM than you can on any other bike. It's not as bad as the beta, but I still think they maybe should ban it. I don't know. The TMs didn't do too well, so I'm fine with it for now, as long as not everyone is running them. So as for a start, a little bit less chaotic, but still very chaotic as you can see. And just kind of how the starts in this game goes, I don't know. Just some people are careless and it's just hard to know where people is, and netcode is quite bad. And here is a line I saw they use in 250s. I don't know if they use this in 450s probably, but basically what they do is that they hit a little bump here and they basically just clip the front or the top of this jump right here, and they kind of hit it with the back wheel with the front wheel over it, so they kind of scrub in a way over it, and they just send it all the way down and land and downside a bump in this at the bottom here. And then they basically found a smooth line on this side of the jump here, so they could consistently jump and land and downside this bump, so they can carry more momentum into this next section. And here is not a line, but definitely the moment of the race. Just a sick double scrub. Unfortunately, Neon went down, but it just looked so sick. And yeah, Neon ended up passing KFC for a while, and KFC had like 5 seconds of cuts, but he just rode so good, so he caught up to Neon again and basically went in front and pulled away from Neon and ended up winning by 5 seconds, even though he had 5 seconds of cuts. So yeah, that is some interesting things I found in Southwick, and if you like it, like the video and let me know if you want me to do more of this for other tracks in the future, kind of race reports and stuff like that.